Forrest, run!
I might be like my offbeat then.
Welcome back, you guys.
Episode 13. Don't do that. You see, it be you. You be
What?
throwing us off.
I don't do nothing but laugh.
That's throwing us off.
We live?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Hi, guys.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
We haven't been together in a while.
Forever.
Yes.
Forever, ever?
Forever, ever?
Ever?
Yo. How does it feel to be back as a tandem now?
It feels good. Finally, Gabriela.
Gabata.
Dios
All
mío.
right.
Nah, I was out last week.
It was your birthday, though. How was it?
It was cool. It was calm, collective, chilled. I didn't do none of that partying. I didn't want to party. I wanted to just have a chill birthday. Dinner, a nice scenery, dinner.
Yeah, I saw you went to like 85 dinners.
Yo,
Yeah, dinners.
like, and the first thing I told friends, I was just like, yo, I don't want to do that many dinners. And I feel like that's what they planned. Except for Friday, my friend Erica did the summit. I thought that was cool. But everything else was great. Like, I had dinner on Saturday. I ate at the Capitol Grill. I thought that was nice. The food was really, really good.
Shout out Capitol Grill. We can use a discount next time.
Yeah, we actually got a discount.
Shout out Capitol Grill for the discount.
Then I did Brooklyn Chopped.
Chop, chop, chop.
I'll be honest, it's not all that.
I haven't been. And now you
It's-
told me that. But I went to Cathedral also, and the food wasn't all that.
Most of these.
It's more for the hype.
Yes, it's
So
definitely
Brooklyn-
more for the hype, and it's more
The
the
ambient.
aesthetic.
So Brooklyn Chop was more like the ambience was dope, but the food, I'd rather go to Philippe's, Mr. Chow's, or like Julan. Like,
Yeah, Tulane is tough.
I don't know.
They rice is fire.
Brooklyn Chop wasn't like, it didn't do it for me. Like,
No.
I'll pass on
Well.
that. I'll go like if not even. I was gonna say like to just chill and have a drink or two. You know what's so crazy? You fuck with lychee martinis, right?
Mhm.
I feel like that was the only place I ever had a lychee martini, and it was super milky.
Milky?
It's
Yeah,
not
it's like
supposed to be.
I mean it is supposed to be more like white, but this one was like white, like
Like-
extra milky.
Like eggnog white.
Yes, and I'm like,
Gave you a holiday drink.
and I'm like,
They
oh
gave
my
you
God.
coquito by mistake?
And I'm in my mind, I'm like lactose intolerant. If I fart my ass off,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna handle this drink.
No.
Cause usually it'd be like clear with little drip of white, you know.
Yeah.
But this one was like,
It looks like the actual color of the lychee, no?
yeah, it's kind. But this one was milky, and I'm like, damn, like.
My
And
milkshake-
usually I order like 2-3 drinks. I was only good with one. I didn't want
It
another
was
one.
strong or it was just not it?
It just was not it.
the texture.
It was
It's the-
milky
it's
to
the
me,
texture.
and I don't know. Once I saw it, and I already mesmerized the whole milkiness, and I'm like, my stomach and milk does not get along. I was like,
That shit
yeah.
like a grown ass glass of milk.
Yeah, I was like, nah, I can't do
That's
this.
how I feel when I go to certain places and be ordering the coconut mojitos.
I can't do it everywhere because it's one. They either put too much fucking leaves.
Yeah,
You just
and you
swallowing
just-
mad mint.
Yeah.
So the whole time you're like picking mad
Or
mint.
it tastes like mad lemon,
Damn.
lime, whatever, because I don't know the difference between the yellow
Don't
and the
worry,
green
neither
one.
do I just say limon because limon is limon.
But I'd be like, why does this taste like a freaky? Like you just cracked the lemon in half.
Yeah,
it doesn't
I don't
make
know. I
sense.
think you gotta choose wisely.
Put the lime in the coconut and twist it all up.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know. I don't think I will ever go. Not will ever go back to Brooklyn Chop. I just know that's not a preference. It's
Fair
not.
enough.
So what
I feel like we all have those.
what places that aesthetically look good but the food matches the aesthetic that y'all can recommend for the people?
I recommend Philippe's.
Okay.
Philippe, the food is good there.
The food is really good.
And Julan, in the summertime, it was cute. I don't know how it looks now, but
Trash.
Really, I enjoyed it
Because
when
it's
I went.
wintertime.
No,
Nah,
I,
the
Aesthetics.
food?
Aesthetics. No, the food is good.
food
The
was
aesthetics.
fire.
Tao.
Always time.
I never had a bad experience in Tao.
Budokan is beautiful too, and the food was good.
You know, the first time I went, I wasn't too much of a fan. But then I went 3 years ago for my birthday, and the food was amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe the chef that day had a bad day.
He was having problems at home.
Yeah, he didn't get pussy or something. I don't know.
Wait, what?
I don't know, but sometimes you need sex to like spark up your life. Like,
Really?
yeah, like when you're having a bad day, sex makes it all better.
Really?
Sometimes.
Okay. Just had a heat check, make sure, because other things can spice up your life.
It could, but yeah.
From a physical standpoint, sex can.
But
It's
yeah,
supposed to, they say.
Allegedly, it depends on how
But-
the girl's glowing.
So what's today's topic, Day?
Dating. I'm glad y'all was talking about restaurants because that leads us to our first question. Should the location and theme of a first date be discussed beforehand, or should you be open for surprise?
I would say open for surprise.
No, I would say if it's the first, first, second, third date, I would want to know where I'm going.
Damn, you need all them dates to know where you going?
Yeah, because you need to dress accordingly. I'm not gonna go to the batting cage in heels,
I mean,
No, but I think the person should like elaborate, like where, like, okay, just look nice. We're gonna go somewhere that's fine. Not
Yeah, but
even say-
sometimes guys are a little not there. They could say dress nice, and then to us, dressing nice is.
I guess you could also tell on the individual that you're going on a date with, that you'll know kind of where the person will take you.
That's fucked up.
does it depend on like how the
That's
lead
fucked up.
the lead up of the first date, like how y'all talk leading up towards it? You can tell like, yo,
I mean,
this person.
because I think you'll have conversations of what you enjoy, and then from there they'll be like, okay, so, or you'll ask them like, what places you've been out to eat, and then you could tell like what's the preference, and then I'm sure. Majority of the time when you go on a first date and you're going like with a man, they're gonna take you somewhere nice.
I don't know about that.
I mean, at least anybody you been to Flor de Mayo on a first date?
No,
That's regular
No.
now. You could get takeout.
that was always regular. Though.
No, I
That
know,
was
but what
just
I'm
a
saying,
spot
but
you go with your
okay, so
friends.
as a first date, you will go to like majority of the men you've been out with or been on a date with, have they been taking you to like, well, let's say STK or like,
Honestly, now now at my age, I'm fat. Like I like to eat now, but back then when I used to date, going out to eat wasn't a thing
thing
for
for
me
you?
to do. Yeah, it wasn't
Man,
big
that
for
shit
me.
What was it? An activity?
that shit
Yeah.
was always a thing for me.
It was
What?
definitely
Well,
activity.
fine,
Like
that-
I remember going ice skating like as a first date.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like doing fun shit like that.
Fine dining is like it substitute the activity if the person is not an activity type of person, or both.
I mean,
you
not
can-
really.
Not really.
'cause-
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. I think, like I said, depending on the person that you date, like, damn, what was like, I can't remember first dates right now at the moment, but it's always been like a high-end restaurant as a first date.
Did you choose it or they
No,
just...
they would choose unless the person will ask me like, hey, do you have something in mind? And I'm the type to be like, all right, I'll give you options, and then you choose from there.
That kind of
Okay.
beats the surprise a little bit.
Yeah,
I want
but
to be like for a
it's-
first day. I want to surprise the girl.
No. But if someone gives you like asks for suggestions, you could give them like your top 5, some places that you've been wanting to go,
I
and
would,
then from that top 5, they choose, and then you're like, all right, cool. So you're not,
I would want to do it that way. That makes
because
sense.
at the end of the day, you know that it's gonna be one of the ones you chose, but it's like you don't know which one, so it's still a surprise.
I would do more or less like what type of food you like. Then that broadens it, like my options. Like
See, but
you telling me your top
If
5.
some-
Like what
I
if you've been there
I
already?
get asked that all the time. Like, what's your favorite food? I don't have a favorite food.
I don't
No,
either,
what
like-
not favorite, but what you like prefer, like
No,
in that setting.
It
I
depends where
can't
I'm
answer.
going. Like I could be going to, because look, I think going to like Brooklyn Chop, you'll think I'm gonna have steak or something.
Mhm.
I had lobster.
Well, maybe that's
was
why you didn't
was
like it.
pescatarian on your birthday?
Huh?
You was pescatarian on your birthday?
No, I'm just saying. But you know why too? Because I was just like, you know what? I have other days I'm going out to eat. I'd rather do lobster.
Oh, so you had your schedule set.
Where I'm like, I'm
Oh, wait, what?
She had her stomach schedule set, so she was gonna
I didn't
eat
want to have
salmon,
steak all
All
week.
week.
steak.
You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
lot
Like,
of digesting.
that is. That's
It's
mad
a lot
red
of
meat.
digesting.
So I'm like, all right, I'll do lobster. Because don't get it twisted, Philippe's the lobster is really good. So I'm like, all right, maybe Brooklyn Chop, they kind of in the same family where I'm like, I'll have some lobster. And then what was it? Friday I had Jamaican food.
Oh.
Say word from where?
The grill.
Fire. Food is fire. They got the best jerk chicken ever.
It was
Really?
spicy
Where
as
is
hell.
that?
The best jerk chicken
It's
ever.
in the city, Soho.
Ever. Other than that, what's the other spot in Brooklyn I go to? But
I
yeah,
know-
that's the grill. The
I
jerk
know
chicken's
that
fire.
there was a Jamaican spot in Brooklyn that I had the Rasta pasta.
Footprints.
Yes.
Footprints Cafes. 2 of them. I already know.
Yes.
Come on now.
I never ate there.
Yo,
You never had Footprints? I'm bringing that you out next week.
yo, the
shit is
shrimp
so fire.
Rasta pasta.
Fire.
Really good.
Shout out Footprints Cafe on what is it on Flatbush?
I don't know where is that because
Yeah, I
I ain't
think
from
it's on Flatbush.
Brooklyn, but I know that shit was fire.
On a late night tip too.
Mhm.
What?
Oh,
That's
they
when I
open
went.
late.
I went
Late
like
night?
at 10 o'clock at night.
They're open
That's
late
not
night.
What? They be partying in there. I be seeing the Jamaican waiters winding on customers. They
They
be
be on
serving on
some-
their rasa pasta.
They be dirty whining.
Wind up your body. Wind up your body.
What is it?
Yo, Ponderaba. Yeah.
Yo.
Y'all ever been to a Jamaican restaurant on your first date?
No.
Why not? That'd be dope.
You know, hold on. Have you ever been to a seafood spot as a first date?
Yeah, I went
City
to Char
Island
House.
don't count. City Island don't count.
I went to Char House. I loved it.
No, but like you ate crab legs?
Oh, like boiled?
Yes.
Oh no, not.
Oh,
as a
the
first
boil
date.
on Delancey is fire.
Like
That's
that
a
we
good
gotta
first
wear
date
like the
too.
bib.
Yes.
Remember my son's father took us for Ashton's
That
birthday
shit was
party?
fire.
That was my year.
But I want to know, is there anybody out there that would go to eat seafood
As a first date,
as
as
a
a
first
boil?
date?
That hell no. That's like
it's just
fifth or
messy.
sixth
So
date.
messy. That's
a
not
fifth or
embarrassing.
sixth
Like
date.
you be having a piece of corn here, like
like mad butter just splashing everywhere, like.
Mad garlic butter on your eyebrows. This shit
And then
dripping.
you at the end of the night, you're like sucking all your fucking fingers and
Yo.
shit.
yeah. But then you be having mad corn in between your teeth.
Nah, I don't know if I would
You know
do that as
what?
a first date.
That doesn't sound like a bad first date because I get to see you
No.
in your element. I would like for a
Nah,
first date.
'cause
I want to
that's
see.
horrible.
No,
That's
I don't-
embarrassing.
Nah.
I wouldn't do that as a first date.
To
Maybe
date-
the second, third,
You see,
but not the first. Like the first is like, let's converse. Not let me chew up my whole crab leg.
ain't nothing better than a conversation
And
about.
you imagine like you're eating a piece of corn and like you know how sometimes that shit squirts.
But that's what I'm saying.
so it's like that
What?
squirts,
Awkward.
it squirts in your partner's eye and you're like, yo, my bad. Like,
Nah, but I think
don't do it.
that disarms a person. Like getting them in that element on the first date.
Mm-mm.
That's what I will add now. Cause you do find dining on the first date, everybody's on their best behavior.
I mean,
But that's what
That's
it's
what I'm
supposed to be like, though.
Yeah, do talking. Like do the talking stage of it before the build up to the first date, cool. But like for me, I think I would want to disarm you in that element to get
That's
you on
too
your
soon.
That
Like there's surprises to come. Like it's too soon for you to want to see me with no makeup on, hair tied, chilling with
No
sweats and shit.
what
Like
was that song?
that's
Chilling with no
Drake,
makeup
chilling
on?
with no hair, whatever the hell. But it's like you're not gonna see me like that until we've been dating for a while.
You're not putting makeup on that
And
to
you know-
seafood
you wanna
boil?
know why?
You know what's so crazy? My last relationship, I barely wore makeup.
But you want to know why I feel
See?
like that?
I
Because I
barely
feel
wore
like
makeup.
once, as a me, I feel like once you've reached that level where you feel comfortable being without makeup and you look all like crazy with your hair looking crazy, sweats, whatever, I feel like it's easy to just stay like that. Once they tell you, oh, you look beautiful, like that's how I want to see you. I feel like that opens a whole new comfort door.
I
where
didn't
you
care.
just-
That's
yeah, you
exactly
see?
like he hated makeup, to be honest. So it got me to a point where I'm like, I got so comfortable just
You
not doing
see?
shit.
And then it's like in the back of their mind, they probably like, damn,
Gotcha.
I miss seeing her look fire, like, you know?
Well,
and they
th-
just not gonna say it.
that's
but
our job to like leads us to
no,
our- leads us
because
to our
you
next question.
cannot make me feel better about myself. I have to feel better,
True.
like good about myself.
True. That's your job. But for me to initiate it, to spark the
Nah.
fire, I mean, for us to have like a medium, like a outing, that would give you motivation to get yourself up and nice and looking good. So
I mean, if I did my makeup, I was doing my makeup because of
For
me.
myself,
Yeah.
I know,
exactly.
I
Like-
know that, but
Like,
I'm saying like
if I knew that, if I knew I was going out with my partner or whatever, and I wanted to do makeup, even though he was like, "Yo, I admire you without makeup," I just want to do it because I want to feel
Yeah.
extra pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like it wouldn't have nothing to do with him. Like I already know that you like me without. but
Mhm.
you about to see all this little foundation and
Yeah.
lip
It's
liner.
true.
You
Like,
about to see what
feel like
Sephora got my
females-
face looking
Females
like.
do it for
Fact.
themselves. It's not like, oh, I want to look fire for my dude.
No,
Which I'm sure there is some times where you want to look
I'm
fire.
saying to initiate it. An outing can initiate you doing it for yourself. Like we're going out to eat at a this type of restaurant. I'm gonna need you to get right.
You know what's so crazy for a female, and y'all could agree or disagree, and I'm sure you'll agree.
I'm a female.
No, I mean for females,
For the
And
people watching. The
yeah.
people watching.
For a female, all you need is your eyebrows and lashes done, and then that's it.
And some lip gloss.
And that's it.
This lash is crazy. It's crazy. Y'all looking like bats out here.
No,
Nah.
no.
I think you got us confused because there's girl.
Listen.
I know where you're going.
Nah, speak on it. Go ahead. Get your shit off. Get your shit off.
Might sound a little.
Nah, get your shit off.
There's a lot of girls out there that be wilding. Like, not, I want to say maybe like 2 months ago, me and Stacy went to go buy lashes together.
From
Oh,
where?
the shit that we sit in the beauty supply.
Yo,
It was nuts. I
it
was like,
like
people really buy this?
lashes were like this long. Like, I kid you not, they were like this long.
Shit's just looking like extensions.
And
yo,
I'm
them
like,
shits was like butterflies. Like, I was like, yo, how you seeing them shits?
how do you
Like-
blink? Fuck seeing.
Nah,
How do
they-
you blink?
They blink. It's just.
And you know what's so crazy? Okay, so when I went to the Negril restaurant,
oh,
we
shit.
sat next to a table, you know, whatever. And like,
Wait, what? You supposed to speak in code or something? What's up with that?
Gabby understands. And two of the girls that were in the table next to us, their lashes was
Excessive.
yes, it was like that. And one, you know, when you like, oh shit, like you double look. Like for a second, I'm like drinking, and I'm looking around, like checking my surroundings,
Mhm.
and I'm like,
You thought they was gonna fly away.
yo, I was just like, so I told the girl I,
I
was
feel like
with.
there's levels.
So I told the girl I was with. I'm like, yo, check Shorty out. Like that's wicked right there. Like that was wicked. Like
I don't
it's
know
like
what's
when
up
you
with it.
stare at. To be honest, as a man, I'm sure they don't like that because
Hate it.
you're super
Yo,
distracted.
Boche is always
Hated
talking
it.
shit about my lashes. He's
Hated
always
it.
like, oh my God, they're so long. But I'm like, he's from Puerto Rico, you know, then he's not used to seeing lashes
You
like
know
that.
why? Because he's used to natural looking women.
And exactly. And when I look at, listen, I'm not going to get into that, but hurt is a good word to use for some people that he has talked to. But anyway, it's like, bro,
Yeah.
lashes. And then you know what? When I was in Puerto Rico one time, I did a full face.
Mhm.
I put one lash on and one lash was off. So I covered half my face and I covered the other half. And I told him, I said, do you see the difference of what a lash can do? And he looked at me and then I kept doing it so he could see like the difference.
Mhm.
And then he was like, oh yeah, there's a difference. I was like, exactly. Like, I feel like the lashes just puts the whole face together.
You don't even need makeup once you have lashes done. at
You
all.
don't.
I don't know.
You
Is
don't.
it supposed to balance it out?
I mean, it just gives you
Come on.
like a certain look, a certain appeal.
I feel like you look awake. You look like,
Wait, hold on. If y'all wear lashes, y'all not awake. Y'all dead.
no, but
The fuck is going on?
you just look awake.
It's
You
like
just
it's like a peacock.
It's
You know how
like
a
you wake
peacock
up,
Like,
you
they just-
wake
they
up
just
and you
spread
just
They
their
look,
just spread their
wings.
shits
you
out.
Yeah.
look glam. Like you wake up and you're
Yeah, they like headlights. Like what the fuck?
yeah.
Anytime I hear a girl say she got her face beat, I call the domestic
Listen,
hot.
I'm gonna
violence
give
hotline.
you. I don't do lashes, but I do know the number of lash extensions that I get.
It's like the lash. Does it go by like a certain number?
It goes by number and letter.
Okay.
But I get
I didn't even
C
know that.
curl.
I was asking.
I get I get C curl, which is a more natural curl, and then
don't
I get the number, the length. I do 12 and 14.
I find it funny, like you saying something like lashes, saying I get a natural C curl and it's mad artificial.
No, because I mean some of them are like,
It's human here.
are they? I don't think they're human hair.
I think
But listen, to show you how some females be ODing, they start at 11. The number is 11, the length. And
Mhm.
then I usually do 12, 14.
Centimeters.
I don't think so. Millimeters. I think.
I'm gonna just skip all this because I
And that shit goes to number like 16 or 18.
Y'all got lashes on right now.
I mean,
of
we are
course.
supply.
What y'all mean y'all goes? I didn't know that.
You
I
see?
thought y'all real lashes.
Exactly. Because we don't look
Yeah,
like bats.
My shit look that natural.
It look. I mean,
I am. You know
I'm
what's so
thinking from a
funny?
woman's perspective.
I'm
like,
actually wearing two different ones.
so.
I couldn't find a matching
So one is
pair.
Sephora and one is Mac.
Probably at this point. you're probably right. Like one is one and the other one is another. I just know they don't match. But
Bro,
you can't even tell.
Like 2 weeks ago, I bought Lily lashes.
what's the equivalent? We getting off topic, but
we're so off topic right now.
we gonna get back. But what's the equivalent of a girl getting makeup and lashes and extensions and shit for a man? Which I think.
Nobody does it for a man.
I mean,
No,
you can't say nobody because
no.
they are people.
No, I'm saying what's the equivalent? Like you see how y'all get your
What do you
hair
mean? What a
done?
man does? A
Yeah.
shape up.
Okay.
If he doesn't have a beard, they gotta shave.
Okay. What else?
Men don't do half of the things females do to go out on a date. All y'all gotta do is just get a nice little cut, smell good,
A nice little fit.
and a nice fit, and then that's it.
Nails done.
Not every man does mani. You know
I
what I'm
like
saying?
a man to get
No,
his nails
definitely.
done.
But I'm saying that's not a top
It's not
priority.
it's not a necessity.
I learned
yeah.
that from a woman.
No,
Yeah,
and
I
as
learned.
I feel like every man from time to time, it doesn't have to be a constant basis, but every man should get a mani and a pedi here and there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not where if a man's going on a date for the first time with a female, they're not automatically thinking like, I have to do my nails.
Yeah,
let me
it's not
call my
a necessity.
Let me call my nail lady and make an appointment. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have time, they'll squeeze it in. If not, then they just got their main thing is a haircut.
Yeah, that's prime.
A haircut and then a fit. Once the man has a haircut and a fit, the rest is just extra. Oh, if I have time and I want to squeeze in and do my mani and a pedi, go for it.
Do y'all judge a dude off his fit?
I do.
That's so.
It's critical.
No. It's not.
It's not. Honestly, it's not that it's critical because you could have a fucked up fit and you could be very wealthy and very smart, very handsome.
Personality.
But my preference, I want my dude to know how to dress.
Remember when dudes was wearing them shits that like they had the zipper on the sleeves and it was like leather sleeves and they had the pyramid and Egyptian shit.
I don't remember.
You remember them shits?
What is that?
No.
They sold them at Jimmy Jazz and it was like a pharaoh on it and it was like leather sleeves and a leather like shirt. You don't remember them shits?
That must be for your time.
No, mad Dominicans
Oh,
used to wear them shits. I had one like that too,
I
but
remember.
it like the zipper like
don't
came
remember that.
off. Y'all remember that?
I don't remember.
You know? All right. Well, all right. So look, what do y'all classify as like a fit for the first date for a dude ideally?
I mean, I wouldn't. I just think someone who carries himself well. Like I don't like visualize like, oh, what is a man gonna wear tonight? Like something that you look good in. Cause you know what's so crazy? Some men could just wear like a black tee with some nice jeans and thingy, and they will still look
It's
good.
true.
Have you ever been
I
on a
think
date
it's
with
the
a
way
dude
you
that
carry
wore?
yourself.
Have you ever been on a date with a dude that wore a suit?
No.
Yes. You never been on
Really?
Oh my God. Really?
I don't know. I don't even know.
A suit changes the game completely.
Yes, I love it.
I bet you I know who wore the suit. Yo, we need that bracelet, my nigga.
Wait, not the
No,
bracelet, the watch.
I know.
It was
It was
the
him?
watch.
He was one.
I know he wore.
I think I know
he
who
wore
was
the
the
suit. I
other
know he
one.
wore the suit.
No, the other one was my son's father.
Nah,
wore a
he
suit on the
wore a
date?
suit.
I
Word?
had Angel wear a suit. Yeah.
No, see, that's the difference. Did you tell him to wear a suit, or did
No,
he came out?
he asked me what color dress am I wearing, and I told him I'm wearing a burgundy dress.
What was the occasion?
My birthday.
Don't count.
So he wore a burgundy
Don't
suit.
count.
No, he wore the tie.
Don't count.
Like he wore all black with
Don't
the
count. I'm
velvet
talking about a nigga that
on a random.
just random, like
oh
yo,
no, I never
suited
had a
and booted.
Okay, no, I never had a random.
You?
But then that's
No, I never even. No.
I have for birthdays. I never.
See,
That'll be.
But that's an occasion.
fellas.
No, but you know what?
Fellas,
No, I'm
a
lying.
suit changes
I'm
the
lying.
game.
I did. I went on a date with a white guy one time.
Oh my God, what's his name?
His name was Matthew.
Matthew! Oh my God, Matt! What's up, Matty?
Not mad.
Matthew. What's his last name?
I don't remember.
My God.
I worked at this company years ago, and then
What
we
was the
met there.
name?
Don't do that. And we went on a date, and he wore a suit.
What kind? How many threads?
At that,
Matt.
bendito.
Oh my
stop.
God, Matthew.
Yeah,
Did you guys? How was the date?
Oh my God, you
I'm not gonna lie, it
guys.
was a little boring.
I felt like
That don't count then. That don't count.
But he wore. You were asking if they wore
Yeah,
a
but-
suit, and it was a random like.
Yeah, you got to have a level of sophistication on top of you wearing the suit, which accounts for
Nah, he probably
personality.
was sophisticated, but when you don't click, you just don't click, no matter whether you sophisticated or not.
Nah,
yeah,
but
we was like.
it ain't.
No.
What was y'all talking about on the first day?
I'm gonna be honest. I really don't fucking remember. I
You
think.
talking about stocks?
I think.
Oh my god, the SP4.
You know what's so funny? I have had friends where I hit them up and be like, "Yo, text me in like 30 minutes and say an emergency came."
Oh no, not to Matt.
I cannot.
You did that
You
to
did
Matt.
that to Matt?
Eventually I did. No,
What-
okay.
what-
we
no, wait,
we
wait.
finished the dinner.
Wait, hold on. He
We
watching this?
No, I have no idea where this man is at.
All right,
This
so we
is-
good.
This
No
man
boss.
he's probably like, I don't know.
God, Matt.
We finished the dinner, but I think he wanted to keep hanging out afterwards and like go to a bar and
And you
have
didn't
I
say
can only
he's a
imagine when
black
he wrote in the text.
No, we went to White Plains,
What's-
a restaurant out there.
Oh, my
He was like a White Plains,
my
yeah,
Marinade
like
Avenue. I
around.
already
He was
know.
a
I know
White
the
Plains guy.
Don Coquille, Ritz Carlton right there. I used to work there. I already know.
And he wanted to have drinks, and I wasn't with it. so
Hey, what's up, Stace? You want dinner at 5?
Ay, hombre, bendito. But yeah.
I don't think I've ever been on a date and felt like I had to text somebody to tell them to save me.
Oh, I had that. And it's so crazy because later down the line.
Wait, hold on. I used to work valet at the Ritz Carlton in White Plains.
Can you imagine like I pulled up and then you were my
Ooh.
valet guy?
Matt sounds super familiar.
Don't do that because there's like so many Matts in
There's
this world.
you don't even know what he looks like.
What was it? Describe him.
I really don't remember.
Was he older than you?
Yeah, he was.
Was he a former police officer?
No. I don't know.
Was he a manager at the Ritz Carlton?
No, he didn't work at the Ritz.
I'm just asking. Did he work at a restaurant?
No, he worked where I worked. He was just like the head boss.
Yeah, dark hair.
No, he had like the dirty blonde.
Oh, never mind. Come on, Matt. What's up, Stace? He go to
He
Stace.
was cool. He was a cool dude, and you know, that was like around the time. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know how to say no.
Ah.
Like you know when people, you want to go out to eat, I'm like sure, and in my mind I'm like,
so
I
he
don't
was
really
the
want
available
to.
guy.
Huh?
He was the available guy.
Like what do you mean available?
Like anytime you wanted to just.
Well, no, it was
Yeah.
only one time, and after that one time, like we were mad cool at work, and then he was like kind of like my boss.
Did it get awkward after?
I think I got fired. I think not too long.
He
after
fired
it.
you? Get her out of here now, right? I wore a suit.
I got fired not too long after.
Yeah, Stacy, get her out of here now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. Whatever. It's cool.
Yo, we got super off topic, but we gonna bring it back right now. So, at what point of the talking stage should you initiate the first date?
Initiate the first date.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's the dude or the woman, doesn't matter.
I think within the first week of you meeting someone, you want to go on a date.
Whoa.
I think you are the one that has the meaning of a date all messed up. Because a week is not too soon to go on a date. That doesn't mean you're gonna kiss, you're gonna do something.
That's a starter. Like if I'm a guy and I approach Gabby, you know, and I want to get to know her, as a man, as you know, a nice gesture is, hey, when are you free that I could take you out to eat? You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't necessarily have to be dinner. Is dinner like the top thing where it's the easiest to go?
It could be
with?
like, hey, let's go out for coffee.
But you don't want, and that's
No, at the age that I'm in today, to be honest, I was just telling Stacey I
Let me
went
ask
to
you
go
this.
have dinner and
Let me
I
ask you
drank
this.
coffee
Let me ask you
after.
this.
What?
What coffee spot y'all know sell Cafe Bustelo?
Come on, because now you being mad like
I'm just asking.
it don't matter. I drink Starbucks. It doesn't have
I'm
to be Cafe
asking
Bustelo.
for a reason.
Why? Why you asking?
Because the woman I dated Spanish ain't like Cafe Bustelo.
No,
But
well
she
then
does like it or she
Yeah,
doesn't.
Yeah, the woman I like. I mean, the woman that
You've been talking to.
Well,
that
then
I
you need
would
to tell
attract
her
like
to
Cafe
fix her
Bustelo.
taste buds because
Or
there's
Colombia.
other
What is it? Colombian?
You know, I actually tasted Costa Rican
Costa
coffee.
Rican coffees.
I heard they.
so
I heard
good.
it's
And
good.
I had a patient. He brought me the cafe from Costa Rica. Super good. But anyways, I don't think like I think that would be the gentleman thing to do is once you meet somebody, you ask them on a date.
But I think that depends upon the field of
So
people
what you
y'all
have to
dating.
wait? So what are you saying that
No.
we gotta speak for like a
But
month?
you seen how y'all saying the pretenses of like a coffee date, like what in what realm of people that we date or we've dated where you felt like going on a coffee date was like cool. Everything
it is cool.
It's cool in our eyes because we're older and we want to do different
don't think
things.
That's
but
why you need to talk to people who are on your same mentality, your
have
same
y'all
level.
have y'all done a coffee date with anybody?
I have.
Do y'all
But
have
later down the
peers?
line.
Yeah.
It
Once
wasn't
people already like
like
Y'all have established.
yeah.
like
This
once.
is what I'm saying. Like
No, it's
first-
never been as a first date. It's never been like unless it's like we wake up first thing early morning, and we're not doing anything, and we're like, hey, do you want to just get some
But you
quick breakfast?
You
Yeah.
see what
But
I'm
I wouldn't see it as a first date.
My point exactly. You see how predominantly the first dates is fine dining.
It's more of a first
it's
dates
like
are
an event.
first dates are more like an evening thing.
Exactly.
Then the second day is more like, hey, are you up? Oh yeah, I am. Okay, would you want to like go get some breakfast together? You know what I'm saying?
You can't even classify that as a date because that can be routine because y'all either work together or y'all go on the same route to go to work together. And it's like, oh, we got time to spend with each other.
No,
before
like
we
let's
go.
say if
It could
it's
be
a
a
weekend.
weekend.
Yeah.
But even still, it's like it doesn't
What if
seem-
like, okay, I don't know if you've been on a date where y'all went on a date, everything went well, and then y'all enjoy. So in the next day y'all wake up and then y'all just link up again. You know what I'm saying? It's something. It's something
I think
that
it's
nature.
just something normal. Like it just naturally happens.
But do y'all consider that a date or just like just an outing?
I mean, anything meeting up, it's a date. It doesn't have to be
don't know.
expensive.
I think when you guys are not in a monogamous relationship where you can say this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, anything before that is a date. Like you know,
you guys are
we're going out.
Then
We're
y'all can do that with your friends.
we
y'all
have
y'all
it's
consider-
different. You could
Well,
do
no-
it with your friends, but it's different when it's I don't have any attraction towards Stacy. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yo, bitch, like you up? We out to eat breakfast. Like,
I mean, it's still a date though.
yeah, of course, it's
My
still a
point is-
date.
my
But the
point
thing is
exactly.
that it's a different kind of date. Like,
This is a target of someone that you have interest in.
right.
Okay, then so
You can't compare that kind of date.
now
to a
with
date.
that being said, the target person that you have interest in, have y'all in that the pool of people y'all dated, has it ever been acceptable to do coffee?
No.
Be honest.
It
Like I s-
hasn't, but
Like one guy, yeah. One guy, but like I said, it wasn't in the beginning. It was
Matt?
no, it wasn't. Shut up.
Okay.
It was later down the line where at this point we was already like staying together. Like
Established.
Yeah.
Y'all
That-
established. is
so
what
we
I'm
would
saying.
wake up like when I was staying in his crib, we would wake up and just let's go grab coffee or whatever and just chill.
to be honest, I just
See-
feel like in the era that we're in, well, maybe not now because now we passed 30s,
Mhm.
but I just feel like guys are probably feel corny to be like, hey, can
Let's
we
go on a
go out
coffee
to
date?
have a coffee date? Can we? And they might, even if it probably was asked a different way. Like they'll probably be like, let's go have breakfast,
and then they'll have coffee
and
there.
then you have coffee there. Yeah, I
But
think it's just wording. is different.
It's still all in the same thing.
But I feel like maybe sometimes guys, knowing that us females want to look pretty, like, we're not going to wake up and put mad makeup on the first time we chill to go have breakfast. Or at least I wouldn't want to do that.
Freestyle question: do women put too much expectation of a man on the first date?
I used to. I would say I used to.
too.
I don't think now. I think I've humbled myself more, but I definitely used to. I feel like you had to spend a certain amount when we
Nah,
were.
not even-
I remember when Stacey was like that because she used to talk to me about certain things, and I used to be like,
I was beyond like my expectations going on dates was at an ultimate.
But was
high.
it-
Stacey thought she was Kim Kardashian type shit. Stacey used to be like,
If this guy's not doing this, girl, why the fuck you going?
But
Like that's how I
you
was.
see, even in that, it's like, was it expectation or was it what humbled you? The fact that you didn't expect anything anymore?
No, I just realized that it wasn't. Life wasn't just based on what a man could really just do when it came to going out.
So was it effort?
it was more effort and just showing you in other ways. You know what I'm saying? And then the dinner and everything was just extra.
I feel like as you grow, when you are growing, you just realize that it's the little things that matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just start noticing a guy could have all the money and be able to splurge on you and show you finer things in life. But then it's the guy that really genuinely cares about you, a guy that wants to see you in a better position, or
that's
like
detailed, intentional.
Yeah, that matters more when you're older. So
what was that? Oh, that was the snapping of the fingers. It didn't sound like that shit. You know what it sounded like? Like a crackhead going through like 1-2-5 with like a can going through the.
I'm crying.
Mad. Oh my God. All right, so look. If you go on a dinner date as a first date, do you post a plate in the arm of the person in your close friends or on your regular story?
You don't post at all.
I don't post at all.
I feel like posting any part of a dude arm, leg, head, chain,
I don't know.
wrist.
I just feel like with posting an arm, it's like you have some intentions behind it. You're trying to show something to people, as in like.
What if it's the waiter?
Why would you post a waiter's hand?
Yeah, he could be serving y'all food and it just be right there.
No, I would never.
You wait until the plate is on the table.
I don't even post nothing. Period. The last guy I posted him overall. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm out eating, like I think I even cut down the posting the plates. Like, I don't even post that as much as I used to.
Nah, I be posting the plates, but again, I'm in a relationship, so it's different. But if I was to be just on a date, like, for the first time or something, I'm not gonna post.
I wouldn't post. I've never like posted. I will post myself, like, let's say on my way over there, like a little video selfie or something like that. But once we I'm very big with, if we're out eating, I don't want our phones out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm very big with that. I think with the respect that we both should have, we shouldn't have our phones out. Like, that's the whole point of getting to know each other, is interact with one another.
I don't even think it's just when you getting to know somebody. Like, even now, I don't
definitely.
like
but what I'm saying, like,
and...
he's saying as a first date. So, like, within the first date, do you post somebody or not? I just think the phone shouldn't be out. Period. I think, like, if you're taking me out to eat, we have afterwards, like, when we get back in the car, then we just, we look at our phone, glance at it, and then whatever. Especially if you're having a good time, you're not even thinking about your phone. Like, I've been on dates where the last thing on my mind is being on my phone, because I'm enjoying somebody's company. So I don't post. Like, maybe like just take a quick pic of the food, just like to have it on my phone, and then that's probably it. Then later, probably down the line, like, I'll start doing like more little videos and then maybe show the person. If not, I won't even show the person at all. I don't do the half arm, like.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Like, if your hands pop out.
Show the tattoo.
Like, if your hands pop out in my, like, let's say I take a food pic and your fingers come out. Because I think I went through my phone and I seen that not too long ago. But it wasn't purposely, like, I want to show people that I'm with a guy. You could see, like, 2 of his fingers, like.
2 fingers is crazy.
Yo, girls, let me tell you something. Like, girls be knowing their man fingers.
Listen, let me tell you something. We'll have a discussion about this on another episode, but there is a science to social media and women. And we're going to break it down.
Okay.
As far as like posting, certain angles, in the car video, there's a whole science to that.
Okay.
We'll discuss it. But what's more valuable as far as a first date? A dude getting posted? Or just posting the plate?
The plate. I'm not going to post a dude that I'm just dating.
Why not?
Like, what are you going to do? Okay, so perfect example.
This is someone I'm speaking in the context of, this is someone you're targeting.
Okay,
but listen, as interest.
What if you're on that first date? Cool. I like you. I like your swag. I might like what you do for a living. Whatever. Everything seems good for now.
It's not swag no more.
We go on a date. And I just don't like the way you talk. Maybe it could be your accent. It turns me off. The way your mentality is could turn me off. And then I just don't see myself with you. Why the hell would I post you that I'm on a date with you, and then in 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, I'm gonna be out on a date with someone else, and I'm gonna go and post his arm too.
But that's like this is what I'm saying about the talk. The talking stage is very pivotal leading up to the first date. Like that portion, no matter how long it is.
because you're not gonna go on a date with someone
With
if you're not feeling their convos. Like I'm sure you'll
but
have
things could switch up. You could be talking to somebody for a month, bro, but you don't know their like what it's gonna be like when you are face to face with this person. You guys can have a whole different conversation, especially now where everything is texting. What if you don't know what the person's voice sounds like? What if you don't
want to talk? I wouldn't meet someone if we're just texting. I'm gonna find that mad.
I don't know, but for us back in the day, we come from a different era.
Texting removes,
back then,
texting removes context.
Not just that. I feel like back then we were more on the phone than we are now. Texting is more of a thing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So we able to distinguish. Like back then we were on the phone a lot, so we would go out and hang out more. Now it's like everything is texting. Everything is texting. So now it's like, what do you like? I don't even know what you sound like.
Well, I mean, I don't think women or men have the patience to be on the phone with anybody for a long period of time.
Well, no, not my last relationship. All we did was be on the phone.
Talk on the phone.
Yeah, he's not a texter.
But you see how the build up towards a date can lead into something good. As when you talk on the phone.
I mean, I think also plays a part where how you meet the person. Like, because if you met them, let's say through social media or whatever the case is, you're gonna start off with texting and stuff, and then work your way. Like my last, I met him in person. Like I met him physically, so it was different. Off the grip, we was like on the phone, like talking on the phone, and then. So I don't know, that plays a part because when you first meet, if I meet someone through social media, we're going to start through DMs, then exchange numbers.
It's easier to just jump into text.
Yeah, because the way we already met.
But then that removes the human interaction and feeling that you will feel comfortable. But then what's
crazy? I've had instances where that happens. Like, you move from DM to text. From text, they start FaceTiming you. And it's like, bro, like, you gotta schedule an appointment for that. Like, I look washed right now.
You see how there's restraints in trying to
those
get...
random FaceTime.
I hate those.
But you be in a tubi and then you gotta like take it off and then brush your hair real quick and then like...
those.
But that's the shit about it. It's like, when men do that shit, it's to get human interaction. At some point, we don't want to text. We want to see you. No,
and it's total. I mean,
so it's like,
if I don't want to answer, I just won't. If I don't want to speak, I just won't pick up. Period.
That's fine. You have
the right
to do that.
And then I'll most likely just let you know, like, hey, I'll give me a few. I'll call you back. You know what I'm saying?
And you very much in your right to do that.
But if I'm feeling myself, like I'm like I feel good to talk, then I'll pick up the FaceTime. Chop it up for a few, and then go about my business.
The last 2 women I dealt with, I met through in person, and I think that's the only way to meet a person.
I think it's so rare now to meet someone in person.
Because everybody has a phone. Once you have a phone, it eliminates that shit in general.
You build a different vibe when you meet someone in person.
Hell yeah.
Like, the connection is so much different than just like... Because then you have this whole illusion of how someone should be, how they are through the internet. And then you meet them and you're like... Damn, bro.
That's why we gotta have a whole episode about social media. That shit is
listen, let me tell you, social media, that shit scares me. That shit
is scary.
Chill,
and
leave the source for the
next
episode.
I know, but it's just scary because like there's so much fraud. Like
it is. It happened to me.
Pics are motherfucking. It's not even like what they look like. It's their whole persona where you're like,
of course.
Damn, but you mad fly and you can't even pay an Uber?
You just not getting hip to that?
Like
you just now getting hip to that.
You talk about you got drip, but you asking Shorty the first week you met her to pay you an Uber? I don't know, Pop.
Yo, what if he fucked up?
That's wicked.
What if he? We gotta leave that for another.
No, we will. But it's that's why I'm scared of. Like, I don't want to meet nobody through social media. Like, as crazy as it sounds, like I'm scared of dating apps. I'm scared of all that shit.
Scared?
Yeah,
I met somebody on Tinder.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I'm not with... Like, my friend made me download one time at one point. She's like, yo, just download it.
Dating Master is really just programmed for people that don't have time to meet people in person.
And it's cool. I had a coworker where she met, and she's married, just had a kid off the app, and she's so happy with this individual. Mm-hmm. No offense, Walter. It's like a white people thing.
Yeah. They have
No,
one
they
for
got-
specific. They got
no, no, but I'm saying,
Match.com, Christian
but I know,
Mingle.
but I
But
know
my
someone.
coworker, she's a white girl, and her man, like, they're mad happy. Like, I love
I
it.
know. I have a friend. She's Hispanic, and she likes to do stuff like that here and there.
and it's
Now
cool.
she's in a relationship, which she didn't meet the person on Tinder.
Uh-huh.
No, but when she was single, she told me numerous times, like, "Oh, tonight I'm gonna go out on a date with some guy that I
I'm
met on
scared of
Tinder,"
that
and I'm
shit.
like,
Listen, man.
I was
I
scared.
met I met one of my exes on Tinder, and I was the fourth.
Yo,
I was the fourth date.
I downloaded.
Yes,
I
was the
downloaded
fourth
the
date.
app, and I think you just swipe and whoever. And in my mind, I'm like I was there for like a whole. I didn't like not a single soul. I was like,
But
this is.
it's programming. You see how that's programming?
And
It's
I'm like, yo, this is crazy. And then I was getting mad messages like, you're so beautiful. And I'm like, you're so corny. Like,
Yo.
nah, they probably do that all day though. That's what sucks. Like, yo, you really out here fishing because you sending the same messages
to every girl that you
Yeah.
find pretty, like until the girl responds to you and
yeah,
gives you the.
yeah, that's what fishing
I
is
mean,
about.
I know, I get it, but I don't know. It's just not.
That's what fishing is about. You keep your line out
See,
there
but
until a fish
I
bite.
can't. Like, it's different knowing that you are on an app doing that versus in person when because that's in the dude's nature.
What to talk? Yeah, but in the dude's nature in person is to talk to every joint that he finds attractive.
Exactly.
It's the same thing
I
on the
feel
app,
like
though.
it's different. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my mentality.
I don't think there's something wrong with it. Maybe it just hasn't. That's not my go-to. Like,
Every girl is not going to catch on a dude's bait. It's about dudes care about the ones that catch on a bait, and then once they catch on, then they can expand beyond that bait they threw out.
I guess. I don't know. I'm not a dude.
Y'all older now. Y'all more mature. So
it's not
like,
even that. It's not even about being older and mature. It's just I don't know. Even younger, I wouldn't do it. I never did.
I never did it.
Y'all come from a school of principles and morals.
Did
that's
I
different than
definitely,
now.
like-
No, I don't think that has to do with principles and morals. Because look at her coworker. She got married. That's
What?
No, and
But
it was meant for
did
her
she
to
ever
find love like that.
Did she ever have time to go out on a date outside of just a dating app?
yeah, she didn't have kids. She didn't.
You know
have
what it is?
nothing.
I think that some people are just maybe naturally shy.
Where
Maybe they get awkward. Maybe it's easier for them to
to
text
connect,
and-
through phone before actually meeting in person because you're already at ease.
Listen, man. Sarcasm.
There's some people that once you get to speak to them through the phone or through text, then when you actually see them, you feel a little more comfortable. Rather than meeting someone off the grip and then you go on a date the next day, and then you're like mad nervous, mad shy because you still don't, they didn't.
Man, listen, there's something out there for everybody. Just like they say
Definitely.
there's somebody out there for everybody, there's something out there for everybody. You
Yes.
just got to learn how to make it work.
called-
And
Not even just be patient.
It's called Christian Mingle.
I'm about to jump on that one.
What Christian Mingle?
Hell yeah.
Yo, people.
Yo, you know what's so? I have a
Yo, it be some freaks in the church. They be throwing it back on the choir.
No, I'm not gonna say a friend. I have a coworker, and she was on Black, BLK or whatever. Yo, and this girl every day while we was at work, she was on the phone with a whole new guy,
like on the phone talking?
like on FaceTime. And I'm like, this is like, what number is
She
this?
trying to find love.
She is, but sis, slow down.
Kiss me.
I just want to get
To
to
know
know
you.
you. Yeah, every day, and I'm like.
Listen,
I
man.
was like, Dan, sis, who's this? She's like, oh, that's Kevin. Oh, that's Jamel. Oh, that's.
What?
I'm like, damn.
So she had like a whole stable of dudes.
Yo, real quick, this is so off topic. We've been mad off topic anyway.
Mad off topic. We didn't even
She-
go past first date.
She was like, yo, Stace, you live on, and she said my block. I'm like, yeah. She was like, I met this guy. He lives in your building. And I'm like, let me see. I'm like, bitch, that's my super.
What?
I'm like, you talking to my super? She's like, he got a Benz. I was like, wow.
Nah. Your super's young?
he a nice looking black man.
Is he young?
I don't know. He's probably like in his early 40s, mid 40s, like 46, 45.
He got kids?
I don't know. I don't know him like that. I just know he used to open the door and I used to stay locked out.
She still talk though?
Nah, he wasn't feeling her.
Oh, he was
Oh.
feeling
Nah,
she was trying to get a free apartment.
I bumped into him and I asked him, like, hey, I heard you talk to. He was like, don't say that too loud. I was like,
Oh, yeah. He wasn't feeling about.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He wasn't feeling about. She
nah.
wanted a free apartment. That's all it was. I respect it. Listen, you gotta get yours.
But I was like shocked, like, damn, like this is a real small world. Like, how the fuck you
Super
encounter my
small.
super? Like,
I
this
bet
guy-
he even gave her the full address though. Like,
I don't know how that works. I really don't know how that works. But she was like, how you know him? I'm like, bitch, at 2 a.m, I'd be knocking like forgot my keys. Like,
What?
yo, but yeah, shout out to him. That's crazy, but I don't know. Yeah, like Gabby said, there's something out there for everybody, and if it works, it works. If it don't, that's not how I would want to meet somebody.
mhm.
But I might just have to join a dating app.
No, you don't. You don't. It'll happen.
Nah, I'm good. I wouldn't.
Listen, like the natural way of meeting people.
No,
is
it's
so, like,
definitely it. But
it's way
like I
better.
said, I've witnessed people super in love and they met somebody on a dating app.
it depends. It depends. Like dating apps, you can lie on that shit so well, and then when you meet the person in person, it's like.
But you know what's so crazy? You could lie about one thing. Then when you meet them, it could be someone who you could actually vibe more than what the person was lying about
Yeah.
in the first place.
People can't keep up an act for more than 3 months.
That's not true.
Yes,
That's
it is.
Nah, there's people.
There's not true.
Everybody's on their best behavior the first 3 or 4 months. You start to see them
Listen,
after that. You
I-
give them
I
90
wouldn't-
days. Give them 90 days.
That's so funny. That's what somebody told me. They gave
Give
me
'em
90 days.
Give them 90 days. The 90-day rule is real. Like you as a man, you can't pretend to be this amazing person to a woman for more than 90 days.
why.
Because you'll start to get fatigued on who you really are.
You get comfortable.
You get comfortable,
And then
and-
your real true colors show.
If it extends past
I
that,
never
that's
heard of that, but I'm glad I got past the 90 days
But
because
listen, it extends after that. But if y'all already established a relationship, like y'all exclusive, and then it'll extend, and then when you know how women say like, "Yo, he got comfortable," that's him getting in that stage where it's like, I don't gotta do nothing else. I got you already.
I hate when a man presents that or like
Yeah.
projects like, oh, I don't gotta do nothing. I already got the you know what. Okay.
Not
but
just that, just you. In
no,
general.
period. But,
yeah,
you know,
I
it's
get what you're
like,
saying.
so do you not know that if you don't decide to keep up,
another man will.
But that goes back to the thought that women are never satisfied.
it's not about
true.
not being satisfied.
So let me
But-
hold on. So let's say I don't know what type of man you are in a relationship, but let's say you like home cooked meals.
I do now, especially.
Okay.
now.
So let's say for 90 days, every day she's cooking for you. You working, you come home, she got your soda and your food ready on the table for you every day, 90 days, 90 days.
Mhm.
Then all of a sudden, 3 days out of the week, or then she just completely stops cooking for you. What you gonna say?
I'm gonna go out and get something to eat. I'm different. I'm not.
So you're
gonna-
not gonna tell her like, yo, something is changing. Like you're not even gonna mention it to her. It's just
Anytime-
gonna be okay for you.
For me personally, anytime I notice a change, then it can either be something on my behalf or just like she doesn't want to do it anymore. I'ma approach it like, yo, what's up?
I mean, that's how you should openly discuss certain things instead of just brushing it under the rug and thinking something otherwise. You know, that's a lot of people's problem is like, if something changes, they're just gonna go off this person's up to no good.
Yeah.
No, just speak to the person and find out why this person's no longer doing what they were doing in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, because then you guys will have a whole different approach from it. If like you said, if Shorty was cooking every day and then all of a sudden maybe she feels like you're not for example, like you're not appreciating all the meals that she is cooking. So it's like, why am I gonna go above and beyond and keep doing this if you're not? Yo, people get tired. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, people get tired. It's only for so long that someone could put in effort and do certain things, and then it's like, if you're not even recognizing or you want to put in effort as well, it's like, okay, so then what the hell am I doing?
The only way to remove assumption is to be direct. So I say that.
That's what I'm saying, to communicate. Like,
Gotta
ask them, like, hey,
communicate.
I noticed you were doing X, Y, and Z for so long. You're no longer doing it. I want to know why. Like, is it something that am I doing? Is it something you're not comfortable with? Like,
This is off topic, but I had one of my mans, Breeze, shout out Breeze. He had posted something on social media earlier today about being taken for granted. And he's like, he was more or less like, what does being taken for granted, what does that mean? So you see how we say like a woman cooks for you for the first 3 months he on a relationship, and then she stops because she feels unappreciative. She feel like she's being taken for granted. What does being taken for granted really mean? I have my meaning on it. And I want to hear
just
y'all.
that. Like,
Yo,
I'm doing
went,
so much for you, and then now, like, I'm not getting nothing in return. Like, what? So what am I doing this for?
That's expectation.
That's not expectation.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because you're expecting something in return.
No,
that's why you're doing
because
it.
then it's like, so I'm just cooking for you every fucking day, and that's
love.
it.
Out of love.
I was cooking every day out of. Well, not every day. I'm lying. No. And I wasn't expecting nothing. But the way that
you see how it is
listen, that's
condition?
why you can't get nobody accustomed to nothing. If I cook, congratulations, you got a hot home cooked meal. I don't cook every day, so if you don't like it,
but you doing it out of what?
Out of love, definitely.
Out of love, because he's doing shit that deserves that.
Which is a condition.
All right, so then what is it for you?
When I do, it's genuine. It's a difference between doing something conditionally or doing something genuinely.
Nah, because of course, maybe the first 2 times is genuine. Like, like, let me cook for my man.
Then after that, it's conditions. I need something in return.
No, well, I wasn't. When I was doing it, like, anytime that I don't know,
we went off topic crazy.
Because it still has to do with dating.
Yeah, true.
Well, like, in the last, like, I don't know, I look forward to cooking for this individual, like,
out of
love, because and the fact that, like, he was working hard, like, I wanted him to come home to a cooked meal. And, I felt like OD housewife material for a second, and I'm like, damn, I ain't even lie.
Did you feel like you was being taken for granted?
I at one point, yeah, I definitely, because I felt like, damn, like, can we at least, like, get some, like, at least treat me to certain things that I enjoy now? Like,
so you see how doing something out of love and you feel like you being taken for granted meets reciprocity. You see that constant battle between that.
I just feel like if I'm doing something that
you just
want,
feel it,
that you gotta do vice versa.
Well,
you gotta keep me happy so I could keep you happy.
That's conditions.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So you telling me
you only doing things out of conditions.
No, because that's how a fucking relationship works. You make me happy, I make you happy. It doesn't have to necessarily be cooking or cleaning or whatever.
And that's where we all get wrong. Your happiness is not my responsibility.
That's not what I'm saying. No, it's not. Because there's ways that you can make me happy that I can't make myself happy.
But you have full control of your but you have full control of your happiness.
But I could love myself 1,000%. But you want that manly love. Like, you want the cuddles. You want the I miss you. I love you. You want that. You want that male affection. That you can't give yourself male affection. What you gonna do this all day? Like,
That's why a man's job is to manifest and cultivate happiness. Your happiness is not our responsibility.
I never said that though. What I'm saying
is subliminally
because I can be 1,000% happy, but I want a man to show me that appreciation, show me that love, and when I feel that, it just comes back to you.
How do the man is? There's no man in the equation. How does a woman show? How does oneself show themselves love without a woman or man in the equation?
You can do a lot. There's a lot of people that like being by themselves. You could go out to eat by yourself. You could buy yourself things that you like. If you work hard, if you work hard, I'm gonna buy myself this bag because there's people out there that material things make them happy.
So a man is in the equation now, and he's not doing it. Can you still do those things?
No, because I could do it by myself. So what the fuck do I need you for?
I'm not asking that. I'm asking, can you still do those things?
You can.
All right.
But then it's like,
but you want your man to do those things, right?
No, I don't want him to do those things. I just feel like it's vice versa. Like when you just happy, it naturally comes out of you to
do these nice
gestures.
Which is what? Expectations.
No, it's not. It's just gestures. It's something that should naturally happen.
It's expectations.
I get what she's saying. Like when you feel the love and you feel happy within yourself and with the relationship making it happier, you're gonna want to bound. You're bound to do extra things for your partner. It's not that she's expecting things in return, but the fact that she's going out of her way to do things that she's not used to doing out of her norm is where appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to cook for me tomorrow because I cook for you today. But it's
How do I know from a man's perspective that it's out of your way? What if that's just something you do?
Me, look at me, for example. I don't cook every day.
I don't
when
know
I
that
was
I
single-
don't know that until you tell me that.
And I make it clear every single time.
You do.
Yes, the fuck I do.
You
For that
only.
same reason, because I hate the kitchen.
Why? You don't like washing dishes?
No, I don't like the
I
kitchen.
enjoy
I don't
doing
like
dishes.
cooking.
Dishes is mad peaceful.
So
it's therapeutic. to
it's
me.
like
You better interject in here, Stacey. Don't sit here and let this be a Day and Gabby's man.
no, because she says that she kind of agrees with what I'm saying. Because I
Respect.
just feel like when you happy, you just want to reciprocate that happiness to your significant other, and then for you to keep giving that happiness, keep giving that happiness, keep giving that happiness, and then you don't feel that in return.
You're
It's
gonna
not
fall
about I'm
back.
expecting it. It's just like, damn, is there something wrong with me? Like, am I doing something wrong
No,
that
it's-
that he's not reciprocating the energy back to me?
I find it very fascinating when a woman gets herself questioned when a man doesn't do something out of reciprocity.
I mean, I wouldn't question
find-
I wouldn't question myself. It would just automatically, I would be like, all right, you know what? Then maybe I have to take a few steps back on what I'm doing if I'm not feeling some appreciation towards
But
it.
that goes against you doing something out of love.
Not necessarily.
Why?
Not necessarily, because it's like I'm doing it out of love, but you're not showing me that you can appreciate this
Conditions.
love. Oh, I don't think so.
Yo, I would hate to be in a relationship with Day, honestly.
No, you wouldn't.
I would hate
No, you wouldn't.
to be in a relationship.
Let me
with him.
the thing. I question everything, but the thing is, I seek purity in what I do with women, and when I've reached this threshold with me where it's like, it would be nice to do something in return. I appreciate effort more than anything. I don't care what it
But
is.
and that's my
I
point.
said
You
appreciate it. I don't
exactly.
expect
I
it.
want to feel appreciated. So then that's
So
the
then
word that you was missing.
Yeah, but there's two different contexts.
All right, fine.
Appreciation.
If I'm doing
you
something
just
that I know
missing
makes you feel
context.
happy, then I just want to feel appreciated, and it doesn't have to be materialistic.
Everybody wants to be appreciated.
Nah.
Definitely.
But it's about context. Expectations and appreciation are two totally
Like, look,
different
I'm
things.
gonna give you the perfect example. I just told y'all I don't like cooking. Cooking
Okay.
is not my thing. I know how
Can
to
you cook?
No, yeah, I know how to cook, but I don't like cooking.
Okay.
I will wash your clothes. I will keep the house. I don't like cooking. The
Okay.
kitchen is not my friend.
Okay.
Now,
Is Boche a
Like,
chef?
yes, he does cook.
All right, so you don't got nothing to worry
Exactly. But the other day I cooked for him.
about. Okay.
So for seeing his excitement and him getting so like, and then him just like saying thank you, like it was so
did
good.
Did he expect it?
No, he didn't expect it.
That's why he appreciated it.
And that's what made me want to continue cooking for him. Like
'Cause there's
just the
no
emotion and the way.
expectations.
Okay, but
I mean, people shouldn't expect it in a relationship. It's just like I said, when you feel good, like when you're happy with like around you and everything that's going on, you automatically just want to do nice things.
So let me ask you this: what is depression and sadness and loneliness most derived from? Expectations or appreciation?
Probably appreciations or
appreciation for
I
me.
mean, it's a mix of both.
How?
It's a mix of both because you're not but I wouldn't say you're depressed over expectations. You're disappointed.
Yeah, I don't think depressed. Depressed is a little like
It's one and the same. Disappointment, depression, one and the same. But what do you get it more from? Appreciation of someone or expectation of someone?
for me, I think it's appreciation.
How?
Because like
You
I
feel
just
more
want to feel
depressed.
appreciated.
So that puts you.
You
more
ever heard
down.
that? I think Nivea sings that song, Appreciate It.
But when you expect something from someone, that means you put them on a pedestal. When you appreciate something with someone, that means that you equate it with effort.
No, it doesn't.
Why not?
No, it doesn't. Appreciate. I don't know.
You
how to
getting me
explain
tight,
this.
Day?
Yeah, you are. Because I just feel like
I just question shit. I gotta.
I feel like
question.
appreciation is when you've been with someone for a long time. Like, you have something continuously happening. You want to show that appreciation. It's just human nature to show appreciation.
Not today's age.
No,
Everybody expects something.
I mean, a lot of people do have expectations,
Today,
and
you
that's
said it.
where
And
a lot of the
today.
disappointments happen.
Mhm.
I wouldn't say depressed though. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Depressed and disappointed is not the same thing.
It's far fetched me using that, but I'm just saying a lot of people get depressed off of expectation.
I could agree because I mean, again, I think depression is such a strong word. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would definitely say disappointed or just like not in the mood, or like
Depressed.
no, depressed
Nah,
is really strong.
Depressed, like serious shit can happen when you get depressed. I'm not gonna go and fucking do things to myself to harm myself because I'm not feeling it.
There's degrees of depression.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
saying
wouldn't.
that to the
I
See,
extent,
but
I'm
when the word depression to me, that's
that's
that dark place
you
is
over
what.
you over contextualizing. I'm
No.
saying just
I would definitely say like disappointed, like not having a great day, or just sad. I wouldn't say depression is like a very strong word. Not necessarily was it suicidal, but
Mhm.
can I have been where like things have come across where I'm like, then like I just hit a depression mode.
it altered your mood. I'll say.
But definitely, I just wouldn't say like expectations put me in a depression. It's just more of because remember when you're expecting something, it's disappointing when you don't expect what you want. So I wouldn't, definitely not appreciation. Like appreciation is just like, I think would just fuck you up. Like then, like, okay, you know what? Then I just gotta fall back on what I'm doing if a person's not appreciating but as for expectations, that's where it's gonna take you to a curve where you're like, okay, like, all right.
Here's why I say this. Expectation puts the responsibility of someone to make you happy. Appreciation releases that responsibility.
I mean, that's putting
Because
someone in a pedestal.
expectation. Appreciation, I may show my appreciation towards you in different ways. It may not be to your standards, which is expectation.
See, but that's exactly what I was saying. Like the day that I cooked for him and he didn't expect it. What made me happy was the way he showed his appreciation. He was so like his face was, it like lit up, and he was like, "Oh my God, thank you."
No expectations. He knew you knew how to cook.
Of course, that wasn't the first time.
He doesn't expect you to cook.
But what I'm saying is that his appreciation was enough for me to feel content and happy. So now I'm gonna want to continue cooking for him because I know that, like, that joy that he shared with me made me feel joy.
So that's why appreciation brings you more happiness than expectation.
But I never said it was expectation, though.
You said appreciation brings you more disappointment.
More disappointment?
Yeah.
No.
Depression. That's what I asked. I said, what leads to more?
I want appreciation. I want those little... Whoa, I didn't say that.
Yo, Walter, want the tape back. You want the tape back?
Run the tape.
I did not say that.
Yo, we went so off topic from first day. We got to bring it back one time. That's crazy. That was a good discussion. So,
expectations and appreciations.
Listen, fellas, appreciate your woman, especially shit that she don't do.
Yep.
Definitely appreciate. Appreciation goes a motherfucking long way.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like that shit could really make someone's day.
But so let me ask y'all this, even though we're gonna go back to first date. What are y'all examples of appreciation compared to what normally dudes present as appreciation?
You know what's so crazy? I don't think there's really examples. You just feel it, like when someone really appreciates, because you can say thank you, but are you really appreciating, or are you just saying thank you because I did something
as a formality? Like, yo, just thank you.
Like it's a sincere apology. Are you really apologizing? Do you really mean it, or are you showing me that you know what I'm saying? It's where appreciation is like you feel when someone's appreciating. Like I have had, like, I cooked, and then with him appreciating, he won't even say thank you, but him just doing all the dishes right after, it's showing me that my shorty cooked. Now let me show her an appreciation that so that way she don't have to cook and clean. I'm a clean.
Yep.
That's
not expectations.
That's not.
It's
not
because you're not expecting him to do it, but it's a cute gesture. So the fact that he's showing the appreciation to you doing that. That's
So
not an
it's not-
Do you
it's
think
not-
that's an expectation, Walter?
It's not, because it's not a discussion.
It's not.
It's not where it's like,
Walter got to go home to his wife, dog.
establishing a
Walter got to go
You're
home
not
to his
establishing.
wife.
I get what you're saying. You're
And
not
yeah.
establishing like, okay, so I'm gonna cook today,
and then
Once
you do
I
the
cook,
dishes.
You do the dishes. You're
No,
not
it's more
establishing
of
that.
like, all right, babe, thank you for cooking. I got this.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, let's say I'm like already starting the dishes and he'd be like, no, just go have a seat. That's a showing me appreciation because I'm not expecting him. Now, if I be like, yo, I'm a cook and you clean, that's expectation.
Dede, you ever lived with a woman?
Mhm.
Yeah, for how long?
The first one, 10 months.
In a relationship,
Yeah.
and the second one?
That's kind of on and off. I guess probably like
See?
3 months.
I feel like you just haven't had that experience to know that it's those little things that matter and show appreciation.
I was on the receiving end of not being appreciated.
So then you know what it feels like. So, but that's what I'm saying. I feel like when it comes to appreciation, there's not really, because anybody could be about to talk the talk. It's showing me, like I said, I have cooked where when I'm getting up to go do the dishes, the person be like, nah, go have a seat. I got this. Or let's say I'm having a stressful day. I come home and my house is clean. That, you know what I'm saying? That's appreciating. Like, damn, you know what?
You're not expecting it. You're not coming home and saying like, "Oh my God, I gotta clean," or my baby clean the house. Like it's just like you walk in and it's clean, and it's like,
so
damn,
it's like
thank you.
now because of that, I had to show appreciation to that gesture. The fact that
Exactly.
he picked up on cleaning my house due to the fact that, let's say I was having a bad day or whatever the sense
Why
is.
you feel like you had to reciprocate that?
It's not that I had to.
You did
I
say it.
want okay. Rephrase.
I think it's just how you raise, because I get 1,000% what
it's
Stacey's saying.
more of like let me show him like I'm thankful for it because it's not, I didn't expect that to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's not. So I think with the generation we grow, we do have a lot of expectations. So when certain things happen that are not expected, it's like, damn, you know, like I'm thankful for this type of gesture. You know what I'm saying? Like
I think it's more so because we know how we are within ourselves. Like if someone does something nice for me, I'm gonna reciprocate that energy. So when you do it, and it might, you know, sometimes we might be talking shit on here. We might stay even when the energy is not reciprocated, but it's just like in the back of our minds, we're like, damn, like you didn't appreciate
and
that.
there's times where I feel like I just recently did a nice gesture for someone and I didn't expect anything back. You know what I'm saying? Like I just did it out because I genuinely wanted to. You know, I wanted to for that person to know that I was thinking about him and a certain individual. So I did something that I normally wouldn't do, especially if I no longer fuck with the person. But I did it because I care about the person and the situation that the person was going through.
People don't understand how important a thought is.
Thoughts, that huge.
So
It is,
when everybody has 24 hours in a day. So for me, from a
That shit
perspective,
makes a real big difference to know that someone took the time to think about you
in
and
that
did something
moment,
about it.
exactly.
It's like,
That thought translated to a deed,
and it's
that
so
deed-
crazy that it's like you would want someone, and I guess this is an expectation part where it's like you going out of your way and you're like, damn, like I wish you really, and then the fact that you didn't probably get the response that you wanted from taking time out of your day to
That's
do
very true.
this nice gesture, and you're like, damn, like I'm not expecting a gift back or whatever the sense is, but it's like the response you gave me is like, damn, that was it. After I
Like
hear
now
it.
it makes you just not want to do it again.
And that I did say no. That
your
isn't
internal
that is,
expectation.
but it's like don't like what I did that out of the kindness of my own heart. But like I guess the response put me more like, damn, like I just wanted a little more affection where it's like,
and you can't
I'm
put that
no,
responsibility
and I'm
on
not, and
anyone.
I wasn't. It wasn't more like I wasn't like, oh fuck this person. Nah, like I still.
Because look, put it like this: that thank you could be the most they've ever expressed as far as appreciation.
It could be.
So
But then
that's
that
where
means that
understanding.
you have to work on your emotional side.
Yeah, emotional
Because
intelligence
that's
is
just
everything.
gonna kill. That's just gonna make me not want to ever do something.
Or it could
sweet
be
for you
trauma.
again.
That person could have been the person that been like, yo,
But
let me return it.
No one can fix that trauma by
Yourself.
yourself.
Of course.
Definitely.
But if I'm put in a situation where you did something out of the kindness of your heart, and all I can do because I'm traumatized is just say thank you. You're not recognizing me taking a big step and appreciating through my thank you.
No, you know what? I hate the fact that I keep going back to my relationship now, but it's like,
Nah, it's a
I'm
reference
just
point. It's
so
a reference
happy
point.
and I'm
You
in a
good.
different space that I
It's
just
a
have to
reference
keep
point.
referencing back to it. So my birthday
Uh-huh.
that just passed. In my past relationships, I've always been a very, I don't want to say awkward person, but like when something gets done for me, I didn't know how to accept it.
Because you was always a giver.
Yes.
That's why. You suffer from giver's guilt.
So for my birthday, when he got the hotel room, and every time, I'm in Puerto Rico every month. So Puerto Rico is not a vacation for me. So I was kind of feeling some kind of way that I spent my birthday in Puerto Rico. And I would always say, like, oh, we're always coming to Puerto Rico. I never get to tan. I never get to go to the pool. I never get to go to the beach. Like, it's always the same crap, like, So for him to have planned that for my birthday and 2 days in the hotel, and I didn't even, in my facial expressions, like he just knew in my face that I was so happy because I knew that we were going to spend the next 2 days in the
hotel,
sun,
in
in the pool, in a different, yeah. So it's just like, it's not that I got awkward the way I would usually get, or I didn't say thank you or anything. It was just the energy, because he was even feeling it. He kept telling me, like, you're real happy, right? And I would be
And
like,
sometimes you don't have to say nothing because
he was,
your body
yeah.
language says it
Will speak
more.
for you.
And that was the first time that I experienced something like that in my life, where I didn't have to say thank you to him. I didn't have to say I'm
Because
so happy. I
Your
didn't have
body
to-
language, and I think that's more. I kind of respect that more. That's why I say appreciation doesn't go by you having to tell me. It's showing me. You know what I'm saying? Like anybody could be like thank you, but then it's like that's it. Like, do you really mean a thank you? Like, if you would have said thank you, do you really mean the you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say if it
Yeah.
was somebody else. Like, do you really mean the thank you, or you're just saying thank you because they did something nice for you?
And the
They're
fact,
obligated to.
the fact
That's what I'm
that
saying.
he kept-
It just
You
goes
don't-
with it. So
Yeah.
it's like her body language spoke more for her. So it's like when you do things out of the kindness of your heart, or you thought of someone and you wanted to do something, it's not that cool. We grant it, we appreciate, but it's like it's an expectation, but it's also an appreciation, because it's like, damn, like I put thought to what I'm doing for you. At least show me some a little
Mhm.
bit. You know what I'm saying? And then that's it. It doesn't hurt, or it doesn't kill to fucking show some type of appreciation. Or
To you.
to me,
I
mean,
know.
to
I think it's
you.
just human nature. I think that's what I really think it
But
is. It's human nature.
is very
And if
fragile.
whoever's watching this, I want y'all to comment if that's human nature. or not.
Listen,
Because-
human nature is
not
very
some
fragile.
people are
Like
content.
the
Some people are
slightest thing
content
can,
with just
can
a thank
traumatize
you, and be like, yo, that thank you goes a long way for them. But it's like, then why not step out of, if you know that you're so accustomed to just saying a thank you when someone does something nice, but you realize that someone really did something that's out of the norm, that you're not why not now you do something that's out of your comfort zone, and do something a little extra to show the thank you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's now we're at a place where you have to go above and beyond. Like, if you decide to, you've been living the same past 3 years, the same bullshit. Don't you want to step out of your comfort zone to experience something different, something new? Like,
you gotta keep that spark alive at all times.
and not
that's
just
really what
relationship.
Yes.
It's just within yourself, just with anything. Like, so many people be like, oh, I went through the same shit last year. Okay, so don't you think you got to do something different now so you can feel a different type of energy? Like,
But sometimes that different energy is retracting from being so generous and being so giving. You got to think of that. Because that,
Well, then that's something that you need to work on within yourself if
But
that's what the
that-
person is going
that
through.
goes back
Because
to-
what are you gonna keep? What are you gonna go into a relationship for? A new relationship
that goes
to
back to my
continue
point. That
doing
goes
the
to
same
back.
thing.
continue doing the same thing, and then
But-
it's just gonna now you're gonna fuck up that person, and that person's gonna go to the next
But that goes back to my point about when you do something from someone from the kindness of your heart and they just say thank you. That can probably be the
highest
biggest
thing
step for them, because they so traumatized because they probably was always the giver. And all they got was,
I don't know.
thank you.
I can't
Or it
relate
was dismissed.
because I was always that person
'cause
in a
look,
relationship, and for that,
I mean, for me, I've been both. I've been a giver and a receiver.
Listen.
So I know how to, go about both ways.
You know how to tread both waters. A thank you could be two things. It can just be it can be obligatory where it's just obligated, I'll just say it. Or it can be appreciative, like, okay, thank you.
Yeah.
But it's different
Can I
contexts.
say that we're so off?
What?
We are
Thank
off,
you.
but I like this conversation because I feel like a lot of people out there need to hear this stuff. Like, I don't know, you just have to always keep your significant other happy. And I feel like that's just what it is.
I mean, it's just appreciate the little things.
Yes,
Like
always
understand,
appreciate.
always understand somebody. You know what I'm saying? And if you have the opportunity to show them, then just go for it. You don't have to wait for something in return or for someone to do something to show them you actually
Or a
appreciate
special
them.
occasion.
Or
Yeah.
definitely
Nah.
no special occasion. Like just, yo, babe, like X, Y, and Z, thank you. Just for being you. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Like
edible arrangements has a just because category,
Yo, you
guys.
know what? I love edible arrangements. Ow.
that was for Gabby. Well, how long we got?
I love edible
How
arrangements.
much time we got left, Gordon?
We've been rocking.
Yeah, we done.
This was a great
10
conversation.
minutes. Yo, we went off the first date.
First
off
date.
it.
As for a first date,
What's your ideal first date today? At being 31 years old, what's your ideal date?
please drive.
Yo,
What if I send you an Uber?
I mean, no, that's fine too.
Okay.
I don't know. I just, you know what? So I just like being picked up. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like, hey, I'm downstairs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Just pick you up on a moped.
so guys, if y'all want to take on a date, come correct. Either
Hey, yo,
send her
what's up,
a Uber
baby?
XL, right? That's the fancy Uber,
is it-
or pick her up.
Hey, Stace, I got the lift downstairs.
and then I don't know. Like, I like a surprise where it's like you listen to our conversations of what I like, and with that detail you picking on, you know exactly where you
I'm
can
a
take
master
me.
at that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if I tell you I don't want to eat shrimps, don't take me somewhere where all they got is shrimps. Like, pay attention to the little details, especially when women give men hints.
Yes, I think us women are amazing at giving those hints.
So it's like, just take time. Or you know what? There are men who are great planners with dates. So if you really are that person, then I'm sure you can wipe a girl off her feet. But if you're not, then just pay attention to like the little details when a girl talks, where it's like, shorty likes this, X, Y, and Z. Then you know what? Let me go and do this. I feel like I humbled myself more on first dates where, don't worry guys, I don't need you to spend $500
So
or
if
more.
a guy was to tell you, yo, Stacy, like, I'm gonna take you on a date tonight, dress comfortable, cool, you in sneakers, jeans, a shirt, whatever, and he takes you to
I'm scared. I'm
no,
so
it's not.
scared.
I mean, I would want to go on the date like
Okay,
this, so
okay, go.
I don't know, but we different. If he was to take you to, like, you know, the axe throwing place,
As a first date?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
I would do it. You know why? As long as we're able to communicate, I think the only date I would not appreciate as a first date is the movies.
yeah, because you can't communicate.
Like, we're not talking.
I've
What if it's
never,
a- what if
actually,
it's
I've
a
never
movie-
went to the
Neither
movies on a
have I,
first
but
date.
I'm
Let me
just
ask y'all this: what if it's something y'all had in conversation where you said something like, "Yo, I want to go see this movie," and he take you to
No,
see it?
then
But
you
I'm
gotta
But
have
no,
the first
y'all
date
got a
first.
mutual interest
No.
in that movie.
I
If I
know.
was a guy, I would do it this way. I would go out on a first date with her. You know, we do the normal eat, whatever. And then the next day, I'll be like, hey, are you busy tomorrow or
We
Sunday?
did say that we wanted to watch this movie.
Yeah,
I got us
wanted to get the tickets.
Yeah.
Are you available?
You want to catch a matinee?
What?
You want to catch a matinee?
I guess, whatever.
What's
means.
that?
You know what a matinee is? It's
Huh?
the first show
In the
Oh.
morning?
in the movies. The early.
Oh, like a
afternoon.
12 p.m.
What is it
Yeah.
called? Mayonnaise? What?
Matinee.
Matinee?
Not matinee. It's matinee.
Oh, I don't think I have ever
and-
been to the movies that early.
Yeah, matinee means
Probably
it's
like
the first
3 p.m. with my son and stuff.
movie. Oh,
but
that's the
not,
second movie. That's usually the second movie.
I've
but
never
as
heard
a
of it.
first date, as a preference, I wouldn't do movies. I wouldn't mind doing that because I
Yeah.
think that, like, I always wanted to do a gun range. Like, even if it's as a first date, I wouldn't mind. And then we just
Oh,
catch.
you want to show the nigga that you can shoot him in the head?
That's
I
a
went
motherfucking fact.
on a date 2 times to a gun range, but I was already in a relationship with
Like,
him.
I
so it
wouldn't
was
Ah,
mind.
different.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind as a first date, and then the second date, then let me dress up for you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it's cool to switch it up. I don't have to give you my elegant right from the drip. If we're looking long term, then we have nothing but time for me to show you.
That goes back to my point about having the first date as a crab boil.
No, but I wouldn't do that because that's a messy date. You get what I'm saying? Like, the axe throwing thing, I think that's kind of dope. And
That's
like,
dope because it's
and then
like
the gun range, I think, is kind of dope. But I don't want to get nasty, like, or dirty or messy, where I'm like,
yeah, that's
nah,
a whole nother level.
where I
of
want to
dirty.
brush my teeth right out.
So
You know what I'm
you
saying?
rather show me that you can shoot me in the head rather than see how you can crack a crab leg.
Yes. Because, like, all right, the last person I was with, the first time we went out, like, well, it was a mix. We went from one place to another place. We kissed at the end of the night. So
Aw.
imagine we would have done the crab boil shit.
Y'all breath would have been smelling like garlic butter.
I don't know if I want to, like, I don't know.
That
like,
is not cute.
it's
What? Garlic butter
not.
breath?
Yeah.
Not when it smell the same? Like,
Like,
oh,
I-
that seasoning still in
So
your
we,
tongue?
We was good. Like, we had what, Casamigo breath, like a little fireball. I made everybody take fireball shots, you know, like that was cool. But not no crab boil and shrimps and potatoes and corn, like
That's
all
when
in
that
your
sauce
tongue.
marinating your teeth
I
and your
wouldn't.
tongue.
I wouldn't want to go out to.
I
you know,
think
fucking-
that's I wouldn't do that, and I wouldn't do movies. But like I said, I have definitely humbled myself into dates where I don't need you to spend $500. I think before I definitely expected that, where I'm like, yo, if the guy's not spending no more than $300 or $400 on the first date, we're not going.
Is that untraditional?
I don't know. It's just.
Do you think women now are more untraditional than traditional?
I think it just depends on who you are and who you become to be, and like I said, that was me back then. But I was going for the range of guys who were willing to pay that. Now, even if you could pay that, I'm chilled.
What do you think women nowadays found out about those guys that are willing to pay $400 or $500 on those first dates?
They like spending money. And
Outside of that,
They
I'm
just-
talking about them as a person towards y'all on that first date. Which
Well,
I never went on first dates. That's me and Stacey always used to have those discussions.
but what did like?
And I'm
what did y'all-
glad that she humbled herself. And not in a bad way, but more so I feel like when you humble yourself, how do I say this? I feel like you are able to find someone who genuinely likes you and is genuinely willing to show you that they appreciate you.
That's why I'm
Because
asking. That's why.
Bro,
I'm
you could
asking.
cheat on me and buy me 3 bags tomorrow, and that's not gonna change nothing.
But that's why I'm asking. Like,
And
what did you
I
find
had
out
don't
about
get it
those
twisted.
dudes?
Like I had guys where they spend crazy money, and they did fuck with me. But it was just like, I guess I only saw them for that. So it took the whole big picture away. But once I met someone who was more on the humble side, it's more like now we actually have a genuine connection that
A little bit broker.
Nah.
To be honest, be honest.
it's not about being broker, it's just being more smart with money. Like I want someone who's smart with money now.
Fiscally.
It's not just
inclined.
because I got mad money, so I'm gonna go just splurge on whatever it is. Like, nah, like you could have the crazy amount of money, but be smart about it too. I don't want you just, oh, this nigga got mad chains or mad money. Like,
Is
you
it
know.
trick? Is it tricking if you got it?
it ain't tricking if you got it. But
What if
this
you ain't
was-
got it but you still tricking? What is
That's stupid.
That's
Mm.
stupid.
You're stupid.
Really?
You're broke and stupid.
it? Yo,
That's true.
You're fucking broke and stupid. Nah,
tricking
just
if got
like
it,
I said,
but
I
you
guess with
asking.
age, you get to a point where, I mean, don't get it twisted. There's females our age who still look forward to that.
I say you
But-
can have whatever you like.
But they have those standards, and you know,
Maybe they just
When-
have growing up to do.
when you have those standards, or I could say you're gonna just continue to attract that. It's like, no disrespect to bottle girls, but they already have a certain look, a certain man they go for. So their expectations end up always being the same when it comes to
Yeah.
men.
Mhm.
And they just keep attracting that because that's what they go for.
I said you can have whatever you
Okay.
like.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
This was a great episode.
All day.
And if you appreciate it, give
Patron
us a
on
thumbs up,
ice. You can
a
pop.
like. Wait, that is a like.
You can pop.
Comment, like,
bottles all
share,
night.
and subscribe.
You can pop bottles all night, baby.
Ooh.
You can have whatever you like.
All right, guys.
it was a pleasure.
Yo, follow, like, subscribe to Mellow Spears Show. Once again, send a big happy birthday to Gabby Spears and Mellow States for the Aquarius Capricorn.
Aquarius.
Dating.
Nah, I ain't worried about it.
It was your birthday too. Don't get it twisted.
Listen, ain't about me. It's all about
We
y'all.
January
Y'all world.
babies.
It's all about y'all. It's all
That's-
about
That's
y'all.
crazy,
Oh,
right?
shit,
We all January babies in the building.
You know, like a
Bam, 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 bam.
Yo. Yeah, so don't forget, like, follow, subscribe. Anybody interested in booking these lovely ladies? The mellow. What?
You remember when people used to say that? Like, yo.
One out.
What? Yo, if you want to book these ladies, if you interested in submitting questions to the show, the Mellow Spear Show on Instagram or the Mellow Spear Show 1@gmail.com. We appreciate all the new subscribers and true subscribers. Keep watching, keep following, tune in. We got some more content.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
To
tell your mama to tell her mama.
Tell crackheads, they get around the city crazy.
For real.
Yeah, I think we need a crackhead to advertise our show.
Yo,
Don't take that job serious.
There's one in Webster, and he loves breakdancing.
Oh,
yo, mommy. Oh,
you know that? That's the exit to go to my house.
What?
That's
you tell that nigga anything for $4.
Yo,
he gonna be like,
he
yo.
be with the you took it off? We still recording?
No, we still recording.
Oh no. Damn, I thought we was like off already. I was like, this is like
Yo,
All right, bye guys. We love you.
Yo, he be breakdancing. Like, yo, his moves be I don't know how he
wildin'.
I don't
On
know
the
how he don't be
concrete.
scared.
On
Yeah,
the
like,
concrete.
he be doing flips and shit. And I just